kind of help out a little bit.
Tell us about the crash. If you're okay speaking with it about that, just going through those moments. Obviously, a lot of people, what was it, 20 Hertz has died.
Well, yeah, the night before we partied a lot, so I was kind of the last one on the plane, and I just kind of poured myself into a seat. We just started playing cards. There was like 4 of us, and so then they just started talking about, we were running low on fuel, and we were playing cards, and we weren't paying a lot of attention really. And we partied quite hard the night before, and so then the situation kept getting more serious, and then we quit playing cards, and I wasn't real concerned about it because we were following a pipeline, where they clean out trees to put in a pipeline, and I thought we were going to land it in there, but at the last second he kind of went for a field off to the left, and then we didn't make it. And all I remember was just the brushing of trees, and then bang, 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 and I was knocked unconscious for like 2 weeks, and that's all I remember really. Yeah.
How tough was it for you after those 2 weeks when you kind of regained consciousness? You realized what had happened.
Well, I woke up and they kind of kept it from me because I was in shock, and they kind of kept it from me as to who had been critically injured and stuff, And after I found out what happened, I kind of wanted to get out of there pretty quick. So, I kind of checked myself out prematurely,
What's today all about? Talk to us a little about tonight and what's happening.
Well, I was on Facebook, and I didn't really talk about my previous life with Lynyrd Skynyrd much. I was known as the guy that was always in Facebook jail, and then a bunch of people started writing books, and my name kept coming up in these books, and they go, well, that's that guy that keeps getting thrown in Facebook jail, and so I'd come back on, and they go, hey, you're in these books, why don't you write a book? And I go, I don't want to write a book, So that was during the COVID thing, and this Music Explorer magazine guy kept calling me and wanted me to do a podcast, and I said, well, what do I need? He said, just get a camera and a microphone. I said, okay, well, so I went and got that, and then he got COVID and got sick, and my friend Griff Martin, he said, well, I've got a camera and a microphone, people are asking me questions to ask you because he's a friend of mine. He says, just let me interview you. And I said, well, okay, so we just started doing them, just messing around, and just, people would ask him questions to ask me, and it kind of seemed like a pretty cool thing instead of me writing a book and writing about things that I wanted to write about in a book, just have people ask questions, what they wanted to know, it's kind of why you read a book, so we just started doing it, and people go, wow, you guys are really good at this, and you're going to make a lot of money on YouTube one of these days. What are you going to do with all the money, and we just kind of joked around, we go, but we'll donate it to the survivors.